Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book on tape to play for you. Today's book is The Longest Easter Egg Hunt Ever from 1997. So let's get started.
Welcome. This is the story of the longest Easter egg hunt ever. You can read along with me in your book. Every time you hear the chimes ring like this, it's time to turn the page. Let's begin our story now. Peter, Mopsy, Flopsy, and Cottontail were standing just inside their little brown door.
Are you ready?
Their mother asked.
I am.
Shouted Peter.
So am I.
Mopsy said.
I am too.
Cottontail agreed.
Me too.
Flopsy said in her quiet voice. Peter's mother shook her head.
You aren't ready yet. Your baskets are full of candy. Where will you put the eggs you find?
The little rabbit scrambled apart. Peter took all his candy and goodies out of his basket. He hid them in his trunk. Mopsy emptied her basket too. Cottontail's candy was mostly gone. He loved chocolate. Flopsy put her candy beneath her pillow.
Now we are ready.
All four little rabbits shouted at once. Their mother laughed as they crowded around the door.
I think you are ready now.
She opened the door very slowly. The little rabbits ran forward.
Don't push.
Their mother called as they tumbled out onto the oak leaves.
Have fun.
Peter ran straight to the pansies in his mother's flower bed. There was a green egg peeking out of the leaves. There was a blue egg hidden next to the blue pansy blossoms.
I found two.
Peter shouted excitedly.
I found one.
Mopsy called out happily.
I found one too.
Cottontail answered her.
In the dandelions. I haven't found any yet.
Flopsy said quietly.
But I will.
Peter looked over at his brother and sisters. He didn't want to go where they were all hunting. He wanted to find more eggs than any of them. Peter started hopping slowly toward the lane, careful not to break the eggs he had already found. Peter found an Easter egg beside the water spigot that dripped all year round. He took a drink, then went on hunting. He found a pink egg in a hollow log.
Here's one.
Mopsy was yelling.
Here's a big green one.
Cottontail called out. Peter looked under a fern. Nothing. He poked through a whole tangle of ivy. Still nothing. Peter lifted a log, then moved an old fallen bird's nest. Peter looked up from hunting Easter eggs. Maybe there weren't any eggs this far from the hollow treehouse. How many did the others have by now? He had 4 eggs. Did they have more? Peter couldn't stand it. He hopped back to see. Mopsy was nosing through the woodpile. Peter hopped close enough to count. She had 4 eggs too. Peter counted Cottontail's eggs. He had 4 too. Then Peter hopped close to Flopsy. She was looking through the woodruff flowers near the edge of the woods. Her basket was empty. Peter hopped back across the oak leaves. If Mopsy and Cottontail both had 4 eggs, he had better hurry. Peter looked through his mother's herb patch. He looked all around the big old stump in the garden. He found a pretty pale green egg hidden beside the stack of old fence posts. Peter looked hard. He found 3 more eggs. Then Cottontail came hopping around their tree.
Peter, how many have you found? I have 7.
Peter smiled.
I have 8. Mopsy has 6 now.
Cottontail told him. Peter nodded.
How many does Flopsy have?
Cottontail shook his head.
I don't know. She went down by the stream to look.
Peter watched Cottontail begin to look around the pile of old fence posts.
I already found one there.
Peter told him.
Look,
Cottontail was smiling.
here's another one.
He held up a big yellow egg. Peter smiled, but he hopped away from his brother. He wanted to find a place where he could find more eggs quickly. He looked high and low. He looked far and wide. He found 7 more eggs. Peter looked down into his basket. He had 15 eggs now. He had blue ones and pink ones. There were 4 yellow eggs and 2 that were the loveliest shade of green. Peter started home. He looked up at the sun. It was late afternoon now. He was hungry. He hopped carefully so that he wouldn't drop his basket. He saw Mopsy by the stream.
I found 12 eggs.
She called. Peter smiled.
I have 15. That's wonderful, Peter.
Mopsy said. Cottontail had 14 eggs. He and Peter sat down and emptied their baskets. Peter traded Cottontail one of his blue eggs for a green one that was darker than the green ones he had found. Flopsy walked up while they were trading. Peter looked up. Flopsy's basket was empty.
I haven't found an egg yet,
Flopsy said.
but I will.
Peter watched her hop away. He gathered up his eggs and put them back in his basket.
Let's go eat more of our candy.
Cottontail said.
We have found all the eggs.
Peter nodded, thinking about Flopsy. He was sure that they had found all the eggs. He had looked everywhere. Mopsy led the way inside. Peter's mother was in the kitchen cooking their Easter supper. Mopsy, Peter, and Cottontail sat on Peter's bed and spread out their goodies. After they had eaten candy and traded a few more eggs, Peter's mother went to the door.
It's getting dusky outside.
She said,
Peter, take a lantern and go find Flopsy, please.
Peter went outside. The sun had gone down.
Flopsy?
He called.
Flopsy! Over here.
She called back.
I know I am going to find an egg soon, Peter.
He hopped toward the sound of her voice. It was getting quite hard to see.
Flopsy, you have to quit now.
He held the lantern high enough to see her face. Flopsy was frowning.
I am not going to give up until I find an egg.
Peter shook his head.
But Flopsy, I won't quit.
She said again.
But Mopsy, Cottontail, and I already found all of the eggs. No,
Flopsy said firmly.
you didn't. There's one egg for me. I just have to find it.
Peter watched her look for a while. Then he helped her look. But they didn't find an egg.
Flopsy,
Peter set the lantern down.
look for just a minute more, then come in.
Flopsy didn't answer as Peter hopped away. She was too busy egg hunting. That night, everyone took turns going outside to check on Flopsy. She would not quit. She didn't want them to help her. Peter tried to hide one of his eggs for her to find. She saw him do it, and she got angry.
I don't want to cheat.
She said.
I want to find an egg.
The next morning, it finally happened. Flopsy found her egg. It was close to their little brown door. Everyone else had just rushed past it. It was a very special egg. It was lavender. Flopsy spent a long time holding it, smiling. Then she fell asleep. She was still smiling. She hadn't cheated. She hadn't given up. And she had found a beautiful egg. Their mother tucked her into bed. She was smiling.
See, children, you can always succeed if you never give up.
And now let's sing along with Peter Rabbit and his friends as they sing songs about never giving up.
Never give up, never quit. Do your best in everything. Take the time to do it right. Learn a song, then you can sing. Never give up, never quit. Do your best in everything. Take the time to do it right. Learn a song, then you can sing. Never give up, never quit. Do your best in everything. Take the time to do it right. Learn a song, then you can sing. Never give up, never quit. Do your best in everything. Take the time to do it right. Learn a song, then you can sing. Be ready to dress for a rainy day. Be ready to eat when it's time. Be ready to help when your parents ask. Be ready to do something kind. Be ready to dress for a rainy day. Be ready to eat when it's time. Be ready to help when your parents ask. Be ready to do something kind. Be ready to dress for a rainy day. Be ready to eat when it's time. Be ready to help when your parents
Okay, so that was the longest Easter egg hunt ever for 1997. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day when another video come out real soon.